This is my disc destroyer. It's a mean little machine with one job, testing grinding discs. With so many grinding discs and countless reviews, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. This is where the disc destroyer comes in. It cuts through the noise, delivering real results. No bias, no sponsorships, just cold hard tests. Grinding discs can face a lot of real-world challenges, like high and low pressures, hot and cold materials, and of course, fast and slow speeds. This machine tests it all, so that we can finally find the truth in the reviews. Today I'm testing the Pferd Polifan Type 27 flap disc coming in at $6.61. Many online reviewers gave this disc a near perfect score, and some gave a polarizing 2-star review. However, a lot of those reviews lacked any details as to why they thought this disc was so good. That means it's up to us to see which reviews this disc deserves and why. Let's test them to find out. Let me break this down for you. Each disc will be grinding this test bar to see how much it can remove within 20 minutes time. This will chart out its story and tell us exactly how this disc behaves based on how much material it removes at any given point. But if the disc stops effectively grinding the bar or just straight up disintegrates, the test is over. Let's begin. I started my tests by mimicking light pressure grinding. I did this with a 4-pound weight, about the same weight as a grinder. From the start, this disc was not showing promising results. In just a little over 5 minutes, the disc had only removed 1.4 inches of material from our test coupon. Eventually, the grinding progress flatlined, effectively ending the test. These results were definitely not pointing to a 5-star performance. To help get us closer to the more positive scores, I decided to add a heat variable to the test material. So I heated up the first few inches of the coupon, simulating grinding a hot weld. Unfortunately, the disc performance was nearly identical to the cold test, only getting another ½ an inch in the same amount of time. My next idea to unlock this disc's potential was to decrease the grinding speed. I kept the 4 pounds of pressure, but lowered the RPM from 11,000 to 6,000. At the slower speed, the disc was able to remove material faster, as you can see in the graph. But it also lost effectiveness faster, capping out at just over 3 minutes this time. So it seems that our discs are glazing incredibly fast, only able to take off a few inches of material before the abrasive loses quality. These results are definitely closer to the 2-star reviews over the 5-star ones. One last variable we can test is adding more pressure. So I upped the grinder speed back to its maximum RPM, and this time I swapped out the 4-pound weight and increased it to 8. And when I started the 8-pound cold test, the disc showed lots of improvement, cutting away material at a faster rate. This time the Pferd disc ended up lasting the entire 20-minute test and cut off over 11 inches of material. It seems that higher pressure is what pushes this disc to its best performance, and after 20 minutes, this disc still had some life in it, and could likely grind for longer. Let's see how it handles grinding a hot weld under 8 pounds of pressure. So I added the heat, and the disc once again lasted all 20 minutes of the test. This time it performed slightly better, taking off 13 inches of material. The hot metal didn't harm the disc, and even provided a slight advantage over cold. So were these reviews true? I wouldn't say this disc was 5 stars perfect, but according to these tests, I believe these positive reviewers were using the disc with heavier pressure. This extended the disc's lifespan by at least 15 minutes. And if you grind on hot material with heavy pressure, the disc's performance will be slightly better. As for the negative reviewers, they may only be putting a light amount of pressure on the disc, capping the performance early. If you'd like to see the data I've collected for this disc, as well as the other discs in these tests, I've posted them at the Fireball forum, linked in the description. I'm going to keep posting more and more of these test videos, so stay tuned to find the truth in the reviews. And if you're wondering why I built the rig the way I did, how it works, and what it's all about, I have a video that goes into great detail that you should check out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.